These are the things we look for in Laylatul Qadr. Just some things to look for that are found in hadith literature about seeking the night. The Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in this narration, I was made to see Laylatul Qadr and then I was made to forget it. And it's in the last 10 nights. It's a calm night, not too hot, not too cold. And it has a moon that, its stars are also brilliant, or it overshadows its stars. And its shaitan doesn't come out, hatta yakhruju fajr, meaning no evil comes out in it. People don't erupt in it until the fajr comes. At-tama'nina, like we say, salamun hiya hatta matla' al-fajr, it's peace until the morning time, until fajr time, or until dawn of fajr. That actually means people are unusually at peace in this night. So even when you go to Taraweeh and stuff, nobody's annoyed, and nobody's pushing and shoving, or kids aren't a circus outside. Like everything's a little more calm than usual. There's something going on, Then he says, some say that the breeze is soft, and the sun is kind of red. As the sun rises, it's got a reddish tone to it, and it's weak. It's not an intense sun when it rises. Could be that Allah shows a believer what night it is in their sleep, as happened with several companions. And then the Prophet ﷺ says the number of angels on this night exceed the number of pebbles, or even small grains of sand on the earth. You'll feel a special kind of peace in this night that you don't feel otherwise. When you stand in prayer, you'll feel a kind of tranquility. You'll want to stay in the prayer that otherwise you've never felt before. It's an unusual spiritual experience to feel the kind of calm that Allah gives a believer in this night in Laylatul Qadr. And so these are just a few signs. Finally, I want to share with you the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ about Laylatul Qadr. He says, whoever can stand in the night of Laylatul Qadr, meaning pray. So the best thing you can do in Laylatul Qadr as the night starts is pray. Nawafil, nawafil, nawafil. And the best thing you can do is when you're in sajda, just make du'as. Just cry to Allah and make du'as. But then Allah didn't just say pray. Or the Prophet didn't just say pray. He gave certain qualities to that prayer. So let me explain those qualities to you. One, imanan. Whoever prayed before Allah out of faith, meaning it's not just faithfully, they were driven, they were completely convinced that this prayer is going to be the best thing that's happened to me. They have this confidence and this reliance on Allah in these prayers like no other. That's one. Then wahtisaban. Ihtisab means someone who takes full stock of themselves. I'm aware of my sins, I'm aware of my flaws, I'm aware of what I've done, I'm aware of what I'm ashamed of before Allah, and I'm coming before Allah standing in prayer, ashamed and humiliated and completely convinced that Allah will forgive me and bless me and will let my sins pass. So I'm coming before Allah humiliated, in tears, in full account of myself, like a confessional prayer. This is a confessional prayer, ihtisaban. If you can pull that off, whatever took place of any kind of embarrassing sin such a person had done has all been guaranteed to be forgiven. All of it is guaranteed to be forgiven if we can stand before Allah in that kind of prayer tonight. That kind of prayer is harder to do together. That kind of prayer is much easier to do when you're by yourself. This is the time, this is one of those nights where if you're lazy by yourself, of course, come to the masjid, join the jama'ah and do that. But this is the night where you just want to just be you and Allah in tears. That's what it needs to be. Just stand before Allah, recite the Quran, make your du'as before Allah, and become of those that are fortunate enough to have found this Layla and found forgiveness of Allah.